First down is this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
I'm fine, ready? Let's get set. 180. 11, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Gun. Shot. Can. Shot. 11. Shot.
Burrow will throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
63. Hey. Michael Hornet. Hey.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10.
Here we go, 11, 11. Stop. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
12. Stop.
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks.
and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
11 empty.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 6.
Gun. Got. Can. Got.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a run here off the RP.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Burrow.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Up the middle with Barkley. Now he's loose at the 40. Saquon Barkley. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They give him a gain of 37.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of...
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So his big first half continues, his third touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning...
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That was short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gun. Dot. 180. 12. 11. Thomas. Dot.
He'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Here we go. 11. 12. Stop.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
12. Here we go. 11. Hey, can. 11. 11. Stop.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. White 80. 11. MT. Take. Stop.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this one too low.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Here we go. White 80. 11. 11. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty, 11, mighty.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Hurts. Will get this out to Barkley complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 128 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
12.
Again, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11 MT.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal.
Burrow will throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Right 80, 11 Thomas. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Taj Brooks, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. To throw, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
11 empty.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle, thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got Smith here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And for the visitors, it is going to be a half.